Hello and welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is episode 33, and we are here together to get some stuff done. We will set our intentions, have power hour, and then come together and see how we did during our time together. Anyone new to our channel, please introduce yourself and let us know what you're up to and a little bit about yourself. And if you're watching on replay, let us know what you did. I love knowing. I've had a couple of people who use the replay and then let me know, and it always makes me happy. So I am being joined today by the amazing A-team. Well, they're the amazing A-team, if I say that, with Laurie, Jen, Liz, and Lee. How are you, ladies? How y'all doing? So good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a million years, and it's only been, what, 1 week? Time is really strange to me lately. On one hand, it feels like it's going by really quickly, and I know that because I'm doing the artist way, and every time I have to put in like the check-in day, which is Saturday, and then, put up the information for the next week, I'm like, boy, that week flew. But in some ways, I feel like it's also slow, if that makes sense. Or like a lot of time has passed and it hasn't. I don't know. It's really weird how time works. So how did your week go, Laurie? Did you accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish?
Pretty much. I did accomplish all of my intentions for our momentum time, and I felt good about that, especially because I was really still slumping in the reading space, but I got it done. I took Tuesday, I was off, and I just read almost all day, so I could just tackle it. So yeah, I got some pondering done on my 2026 goals, which is always fun, and I had some realizations about what I want to do, and so yeah, it was a good week. I had good clients, and yeah, it was nice.
Very nice. Lots of gold stars. How about you, Jen? How about you?
It was fine. I really hadn't set any intentions lately, just with everything going on. I mean, there are things I want to do, but I do them if I can, and if not, that's that. But I taught my classes, and those all went well. And then my daughter and son-in-law and I went to see my dad and then visit my mom in the nursing home Wednesday. So that's a long day because it's a 3.5-hour drive. So we went early that morning and then came back later that afternoon. And it was difficult. It was just very, very difficult. So I'm giving myself a lot of grace right now and doing the things that I can. And if not, then
Right. I mean, you can't beat yourself up about it. I mean, was telling Laurie that, I was beating myself up about it, but in your circumstances, you can't, you just can't. I want to tell you, I think about y'all all the time, but my dad and I were driving back from Atlanta, and I passed your exit. And as I'm driving close to the exit, I'm like, oh, I so wish that I could just stop and at the Cracker Barrel, because there's a Cracker Barrel close to the exit. And I'm like, oh, how I wish I could stop at this Cracker Barrel, call Jen and see if she could come meet me.
I would have made it right over.
But we were like ready to just get home before we got stuck in any traffic. My dad wanted to, he would have spent the night, at my house, but I think he really wanted to go home. So we were trying to make sure we were home before the daylight, ended. So because he's an hour away from where I live. So it was like, once we got to my house, then he still had to travel. So I was like, oh, and then there's another exit. And I'm like, oh, here's my last chance. I was like, oh, Jen. But I was like, I'm so glad that, because, I don't know if I ever really paid attention coming through. And this time I did, I was looking at different exits we were going, and I was like, yeah. So the next time Barry and I make a little trip to the beach, I know where we're going to be heading.
I am right there.
Heading for sure. How about you, Liz? How was your week this week? You had a bunch of fun stuff to do.
I have to apologize. My neighbor decided now would be a good time to mow his lawn. So
Oh,
if you hear that,
well, that'll just be ambiance. That'll be our
there you
ambiance.
go. I love it. Yeah, it was a good week. It was very peaceful, which is exactly what I'm hoping November as a whole will be, because that would be a nice welcome change. So yeah, good week.
Very good. And Lee?
Mine wasn't bad. My sister had a surgery on Monday, so I was obviously focused on helping her. So I just kind of made my week as minimal as possible, but everything went as well as it could be expected, and she's recovering from that. And that was really it. But other than that, at work, our bosses have a business coach that came in, and I was asked as one of the longest running employees to go in and be brutally honest with all of them about themselves while they were in there.
Oh, wow.
And that went on for about 2 hours. But I have to say, the most positive things came out of that. So
good.
And even one of the bosses are like, she's the only person here that will be completely honest.
Right.
So,
Wow.
a lot of positive came out of that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you could be honest without having any kind of retribution, like nothing was going to come negatively out of that, because sometimes people want the truth, but they really don't want the truth. Like they'll ask for it, but once they hear it, they're like either going to argue with you or get defensive or like try to seek revenge. So
I tried to start it with like, listen, I love you guys. I love working. I mean, I've worked there for almost 27 years. Love working for you guys. Love this family. It's a family-owned business. Love this family. Everything I'm saying is positive toward you guys. Like, I still think you're all great. But we all have room for improvement. And I did say things that they did well, things that they've improved on, and things that still need work, and things you need to get out of your own way and stop being stupid about. So,
right. Very good. Very, very good. I had a pretty good week considering I was traveling in and got everything done that I set out to do for this week, except my buddy read that I'm doing with Alex. I am getting further and further behind with that, and I've got to catch up. It's not like Alex and I have a deadline that we have to meet. It's just that I don't want her to finish and then I'm like still on page 20, so I just feel bad about that. But otherwise, I got everything that I needed to get done because, of course, I come back and I had appointments and things to do. So didn't have a lot of home time, like just sitting at home kind of thing. To get stuff done. But overall, very good week for me as well. I just need to post that I got some gold stars. So let's see who's in the house. It's Jamie this morning. Good morning, my friend. West Coasters in here early. I always, y'all need extra gold stars for getting up early and coming and seeing us. Good morning to Jen. I've been up since 6 and forgot it was Saturday. You kind of sound like me. I was off all week. I had to keep looking at calendars and stuff like what day is today, just because just discombobulated with travel. Good morning, Mindy. Mindy's also behind us in the times. Thank you, Laurie, for telling everyone good morning. And hello, Livia. Livia, it should be early afternoon for Livia. If anyone doesn't know, Livia is in Rome. Welcome, my friend. I hope you're doing well. And then Sarah's here. I'm reading Local Women Missing, and I'm almost halfway. It's good so far. And I'm glad to see, Sarah, that you are getting out of your reading slump. She does a wonderful little fall bookish bingo, and it seemed like it affected her not even to be able to do her fall bookish bingo like she normally likes to do. So I'm glad that she's getting back into her reading. She likes to read thrillers. I saw that I think it was this morning or yesterday on Instagram. Esther Jane, morning all. It is a frosty but sunny day here. I am already doing bedding, laundry. I will be finishing that up while reading A Wonderful Christmas Crime. And Esther Jane got snow this week.
Yes.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Which is amazing. Oh, talking about snow, we left Nicholasville, Kentucky on Sunday morning and got to Atlanta. And I had told my cousin's wife, Betsy, I said, I see a snowflake for y'all on Monday or Tuesday. It was Monday. And she said, oh, that's nothing. It'll probably be a couple of flurries. Nothing's going to stick. And so I forgot about it. You know, we got into Atlanta and whatever. So Monday morning, we're driving out of Atlanta and we were about 40 minutes away from getting home. And my cousin Junior called and he's like, "Hey, where are y'all at?" And I'm like, "Well, we were about 40 minutes from home." And he said, "Guess what?" I'm like, "What?" "It snowed today." And he's like, "It was pretty significant enough, more so than just flurries. Let's put it that way." And he's an electrician and he was about to go hook up somebody's hot tub or whatever. I said, "I hope you charge him double for going out in the snow." You know it. I said, "I told Betsy I saw a snowflake for y'all's weather." So I am grateful that it did not, because we were a little nervous because it rained and I had to go up into the mountains to get from where they were at because of the direction we were going into Atlanta, and that it could have iced or there could have been snow flurries or whatever. I'm not equipped to drive in that.
No,
So I
we're
was
not.
like, I was so grateful. I kept saying, "Please, please, please." Otherwise we would have been in Nicholasville a lot longer. And good morning, Denise. I just woke up, need to make coffee. I have to do that too. I'm gonna do that when we go on power hour. And then we got a period. Well, at least it's not an exclamation mark. It is 7 a.m. here. Excellent. So you're an hour behind us. So
Yeah.
you must be mountain time then, Mindy.
Yeah.
She's mountain time. Jen says, "Have a lot on my to-do list this weekend, going to work on college assignments and cleaning the house today." And yes, it's 3 p.m. here. I'm trying to think about it. It's like 6 hours, I think. Livia had a slow start of November because of some unexpected events. And yes, we did. We got about 7 inches of heavy, wet snow. That I think is no fun, because that's usually what we get in Louisiana when it snows, is the wet snow. That's why this time was so wonderful, because it wasn't. Don't you think, Jen? Y'all didn't have that, you know,
Yeah.
and same with you, Laurie. Yours, when it snowed, y'all didn't have a wet snow.
Yeah.
No, we had a beautifully shaped snow.
Yes.
Until the dogs went out in it. But
Right.
yeah.
Sorry, Kat likes the keyboard. Yeah, her kitty cat's like
I
that.
understand.
Jellicle says, "Good morning. We just had cold 20s and crazy wind weather, but no snow." And Jellicle, hope your mom's doing well.
Yeah.
And Livia said, "But I'm hoping to catch up on my goal plans in the second part of the month." Well, good luck with that. I hope that you're able to do that. I feel the same as you, Livia, that I can get some of these goals done that I'm setting. So let's talk about what our intentions are for Power Hour this morning. Laurie, take us away with that.
I am in the studio today, the mess that it is. But I have been sort of yearning recently for paper crafting time, scrapbooking again, and cards and bookmarks and whatever. And I've just been noodling it. And I've been a member of this group of online people that I used to go to crops with them online, and I used to do all these things, and I just haven't for like 2 years. I paid my membership and did nothing for 2 years, which is not like me. So I've decided one of my goals is to get back in this space. So bless you. So I am going to do something creative today in this space. And I've already been like watching their stuff again and getting back in the groove. So now it's, can I actually make something today?
That sounds wonderful. It sounds divine, honestly.
Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah.
How about you, Jen?
I have got to do some laundry and clean the kitchen while I'm listening to an audiobook called Spread Me by Sarah Gailey. I don't know if anybody's read it, but I am enjoying it. And I don't know what that says about me, but it's like it's kind of like it reminds me of Alien and The Thing, except make it erotic.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it is a horror book, so I am loving it. And it's short too, it's like a novella. So if you see the cover, you know, and you hear the title Spread Me, that might give you some ideas. But yeah, I'm loving it. So there we go.
A lot of people are raving over it. I
I
have
feel
thought
like
yeah.
I feel like she needs flames behind her.
Yeah, I do. Like I'm getting a little warm thinking about it.
A little fan. You need a little fan.
Oh
Like,
my
woo,
God.
woo, woo.
That is so funny. That is hilarious. What about you, Liz? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to read, but not a book that sounds as interesting as Jen's book. I'm actually reading The Road to Tender Hearts, which I got as a recommendation from Laurie on her channel.
I haven't read it
I'm
yet.
about halfway through, and I'd like to make actual progress on it. Would be nice.
Yeah, good.
Very nice. Lee?
I'm also going to be reading or listening. I have Lisa Jewell, Don't Let Me In, which is a thriller. Don't Let Him In, which is a thriller. So I want to get through that.
Very nice. Very nice. I have to finish a paragraph of my morning pages. I was trying so hard to finish them before we got on, but I need to finish that and kind of get myself ready for my retreat later today. And yeah, I got my stuff planned for the week already. I did that yesterday like I was supposed to. I just want to get myself a little organized in here. So I'll probably do that. I need to make a cup of coffee because I really would like my coffee to help me out a little bit. So let's see what everyone in the chat is planning on doing. Esther Jane said it was a good thing it was Veterans Day. No school was so schools were already closed. Then the next day sleet rather than have the snow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, y'all do it because y'all have grown up in it or you've lived there long enough and you have the cars or trucks that are equipped for it. But this little lady cannot. I mean, especially in a hilly area with a stick shift. Just
Yeah.
not going to happen. Jamie says, it's dark and rainy here this morning, so I think it's perfect to continue reading King Sorrow. I'm so jealous that you're reading King Sorrow. Not jealous in a really jealous way, but just like jelly in the way that I would love to be reading King Sorrow. Even though I know even if I got King Sorrow, I would not be reading it. But anyway, I want to get my copy soon. Esther Jane said, and of course, Kat will be getting ready for Allie Reynolds tomorrow. Oh, and Lee, thanks for the suggestion for Nora Roberts' Christmas ones. Very good. Yes. Esther Jane, as y'all know, is part of the Beaumont Brady group that I'm in. And we are actually starting the 4th series written by J.A. Jance because Allie Reynolds will merge at some point with either Beaumont or Brady. So we have to kind of start reading them so that they converge, at the right time. So it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping, and I know Esther Jane is the same as me, that Allie Reynolds is better than the Walker book that we read. The first Walker book was not my cup of tea. It wasn't Esther Jane's cup of tea either. So I don't think it was anybody's cup of tea. And we were like hoping that the next book in that, I think there's only 6 books in that series, which Stormy says, thank goodness. We all very partial to Beau. We can't help it. Beaumont is our favorite of all of the detectives or the law enforcement. I think Allie might be a journalist, honestly, and even in law enforcement. Livia says, I'm going to edit a video. Awesome. Denise said, coffee is brewing. We'll make a grocery list. After I drink my coffee, I'm going to get in the shower. Nice. And Jellicle said, Mom is doing okay, and we just had contractors in to make the bathroom accessible. Very nice. Widen the doorway and remove the shower door wall. So that's our excitement of the week. Yes, but it will make things so much easier.
Yeah.
So much easier. And I'm glad to hear she's doing well. Eleanor fed the cats, and they're all getting coffee. Nice to see you all this morning. Nice to see you too, Eleanor. And Jellicle said, I have to finish a book club book this morning. I have 100 pages to go before 2 p.m. Wonderful. Blake is here. Hello, Blake. I'm going to head out on a walk for my Thanksgiving challenge. That when I get back, I need to figure out my book goals for the rest of the year. Wonderful. So I'm assuming you and your hubby are back from your little fall trip. I hope it went well. Mindy says, I have a lot to do today, but right now I think I'm going to get some reading done. I think I can get close to the end of the library at Hellebore, or I guess that's how you pronounce it, Hellebore by Cassandra Caw in an hour. I actually got that book too, because I belong to that Owl Crate, the horror subscription. It's a beautiful book. And I did like Cassandra Cause. I read 2 books by her. The Salt Grows Heavy, I think, is one of them. That's the one with the mermaid. Very good. A lot of body horror. And then the Nothing But Blackened Teeth, which I really like that one too. That one has yokai, the Japanese ghost in it. Jane said, and so have you decided whether to join us with this one? Oh, is this for Lee?
Yes, and I'm skipping right now because I'm actually in a weekend hustle right now because I am so behind on all my books. Hosting Nora November. I've only read one Nora Roberts book. So after this weekend hustle, I have to catch up on all those books and about 7 other books that are sitting on my hoopla that expire in like 3 days. So I'm behind big time on the reading.
Lee is going to be doing some rapid reading.
Yeah.
Good morning, Stormy. Your ears must be burning. We were talking about you in our Beaumont group. And I meant to say, Lee, are you going to join us? Yes, I knew that you meant Lee, because Lee had said something to us about y'all encouraging her to join us in that one. So, okay, so let us get our little clock up because we are going to go into Power Hour. And I got our little kitty cat. Let me do it this way so we can see the kitty cat first and get our full hour. Okay, and then we're in Power Hour. Okie dokie. Well, happy Power Hour, everybody. Welcome back. That hour flew. I was so busy during that hour. A lot of interruptions though too. So, I was multitasking, I guess. So we did have a couple of people pop in. Shannon made friends with the like button. Shannon is actually sprinting today. I think 12 hours. She must be doing some kind of a, I don't know, collaboration or something with the writing community. For anybody that doesn't know, Shannon is SD Houston. She writes romantasy books, and wonderful that she has sprints during the week. Anybody looking for focus sprints, because she literally uses them for focus. And she has actually helped me get through my book reviews, because I'll attend them and it's like being under the gun. I'm like typing really fast, trying to think or whatever. So I have, Liz, you'll be proud of me, 2 book reviews. 2. And they're my November. So I'm in November.
That's awesome.
Yes, I know. And I didn't write as much as I normally did, but I'm starting to get back into that groove. But I'm very proud of myself because I just couldn't let it go. Alicia also popped in, telling all of us hello. She was just joining. That was at 9:00. She had been up, but just moving around this morning. So welcome, Alicia. Kaylin also popped up, and she says, I'm out of town, but wanted to say hi and wishing everyone a happy, productive Saturday. And she and I were chatting, on text, and that was lovely to hear from her, because she hasn't been in sprints in a while with all of her travel and everything. Also, my friend Jeff texted me because he saw the new Del Toro Frankenstein movie, and he was ranting about how much he hated it. I'm like, you just don't appreciate Del Toro. He's so good.
He's such opposite opinions.
And there's other things going on in it that he's just like, Mary Shelley was a badass and he turned it into a romance. And
I have very, very mixed feelings about it. Frankenstein is like
your favorite
personality. Yeah, we don't have time now, but if anybody wants to talk later, I can talk about what I did like about it and then what I did not.
Well, he was upset too because the actor that they chose for Frankenstein, all the women, like he looked at reviews and all the women were like, Frankenstein's so hot.
Yep.
Well, I mean, in all fairness to the actor, he really is good looking. He's young, but like I saw him in that movie Saltburn. And oh my gosh, like every time he was on the screen, I was just like, oh my God, you are so beautiful. Like you are a beautiful man, not just just beautiful. Like I cannot believe he's so good looking. But anyway, that's besides the point. And he's British. So the combination of those two things, I'm just like, talk. You could talk all day and I would just listen and look at you all day long. But anyway, he did not like the fact that Frankenstein is handsome. He's like, no, he should not be. I have not seen the movie yet. And I don't know. My husband may not like it. He didn't seem to like, it's 2.5 hours. So that's why he's not 100% like gung-ho about seeing it. But
it's a very pretty movie. It's very
that's
pretty.
what I said. Del Toro is very artsy. Cinematically, he can make a film. He can execute a film that is so beautiful. And his movies are thought-provoking. And there are other things going on in his movies that he's trying to come out of it. Can you tell I'm a fan of Del Toro? I can't help it. So I don't know. I mean, I might not like it either because I happen to love Frankenstein also, but we shall see. Anyway, so it was nice. I had some good conversations on the text there, but fun. So Jen said that hour went fast. I did a load of laundry. I need to change our banner there. I did a load of laundry, unloaded the dishwasher, washed dishes, and did some textbook reading for class. Very productive. I mean, that's a lot to get done in hour. I do have to say, when I am under the gun for an hour, I am just so much more focused on what I have to do that I like it. I need to probably do it more just in my regular life. Just set a timer and say, this is what I have to get done in this amount of time, and see how productive I am. Jamie said that hour went fast, fed the cats, made some tea, folded laundry, and made it to page 363 in King Sorrow. Are you still liking it as much as you did the other night when you were like talking about it? Just very
Also,
curious.
how many? That's a big one. Yeah, how many
It
pages?
is. It's a chunky one. It's a chunky one, and it's the first one he's written in quite a few years.
Wow, yeah.
The last book that he wrote, if I'm not mistaken, was The Fireman. And I haven't read that one yet. That's the only book besides the Lock and Key series. And then that he did a comic book with his dad. I have it, but I haven't read it. But those are the only things I haven't read by him. And so it's like I need to read The Fireman, which is also extremely chunky. That's one reason why I haven't read it. But King Sorrow is pretty chunky too. But I see so many positive things about King Sorrow that I'm just anxious to, see what it's about. Denise drank some coffee and worked on her grocery list. It's taken a while looking for smoothie and overnight oats recipes. Ooh, I have an overnight oats recipe that I used to do. I don't eat oats anymore, but it was one that was pretty decent. I can put it in recipes, Denise, in the Discord if you'd like. I got it from another YouTuber. She put it in there. Alicia said, I got coffee and a stuffed meat lovers hash brown.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds good. Very good. And Livy said, I'm almost finished editing my video. Yay. Gold star. And Mindy read a bunch, and now I only have 59 pages to go. I'm obsessed with the library at Hellebore. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It is weird, fantastical, beautiful, and gross. There's a ton of body horror. That sounds like right up my alley because, believe it or not, body horror fascinates me. It's just fascinating to me. I will take that over other types of things that happen in horror novels that make me grossed out. Like that doesn't gross me out nearly as much as what some things happen to women in these horror novels. I don't know if y'all are like that, but Jamie says, I enjoyed Frankenstein. You just have to remember that Del Toro loves monsters and outsiders. Yes. If you've ever seen Del Toro's house, oh my God, it's beautiful. And he is about to have a documentary be released on Netflix soon. I didn't get the date, but I put a reminder to remind myself to watch it. But yeah, I'm excited. I want Andrew to watch it too, because my son Andrew is also a fan of Del Toro. So I'm curious to see what his reaction is going to be to it too, because he read Frankenstein as well. The hour was way too fast. I only got 10 pages read. I was multitasking, helping my mom with a shower and also making breakfast. It's 877 pages and I'm absolutely loving it. And yes, hash brown is from Jimmy Dean. I have never heard of a stuffed hash brown, but I'm going to have to tell my husband about that.
I'm looking it up though.
And Denise says, thanks. I'll look for it in Discord. Yeah, give me a moment to be able to get the little piece of paper it's on, and then I'll put it in there for you once we're finished. So how did you do, Laurie? How did your power hour go?
Did pretty well. I'm very rusty, but I'm not done either. I have to add some things, but I got my grandson's.
Wait, let me see if I can put you full screen.
Oh gosh, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I want to see. Yes, look.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Love it.
So I'll add how much he weighed and how tall he was and all that. He was born on Christmas Eve, so we were always going to remember that. But I know it's not a good day though to have a baby.
I know. Yeah. Gary is a January 1st baby, 1201, January 1st. So I feel sorry for him.
Lisa and I get their Christmas gifts out of the attic because and he wasn't supposed to come that day at all. It was crazy. You should have seen us, older women, trying to get in an attic and get a car down, like a little. It was nuts. But anyway, great day.
Yeah, and you said that you were feeling rusty. That's how I felt when I went to my scrapbook event in June. I just felt like it took me forever to kind of think about what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And we are going to go to a retreat in February. Got moved from January to February. So I really have to get my scrapbook room organized so that I can be more productive, because unlike the one that I go to in June, where I'm only like about 45-ish minutes away, I'm going to be 2 hours away. So if I don't bring anything, I'm not close to anything, to be anywhere. So I have to be really, organized enough that I can get something actually done. But I am excited because I asked Kelsey if she'd be interested in going to the one in June, and she registered. So I'm very, very excited. And I'm thinking about possibly trying to do maybe Halloween cards one of the days that I'm there, because she's so into that. And then also too, she'll probably be working on her book journal for so it'll be neat, to be able to do that with her, and she'll get to meet my other two friends that I think they'll get along really well. But I think it's going to be fun. I really do. And Jen, what about you?
I did well. I finished cleaning the kitchen and got the first load of laundry going while I listened to my audiobook.
Very, very good. And Stormy popped in and said, lost track of time, washed dishes, did some cleanup, also listened to some of The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I hope you're enjoying that. I've read Jurassic Park, but I've never read The Lost World. So I need to get to that one day. I actually like Michael Crichton's writing. I don't know if any of y'all like his writing. I like it. I think he does a good job. And then Sarah said, I read some and made and ate breakfast with my daughter. Wonderful. That sounds lovely. How did you do, Liz?
I was good. I made a hot chocolate and I just read. So perfect Saturday.
That sounds cozy. I love that. How about you, Lee?
Same. Just read my book and enjoyed it. Played few games, mindless games like solitaire at the same time. So it's fun.
Yeah, well, that's fun. That's fun and relaxing. I finished my paragraph for my thing, and then sat there and tried to do some brainstorming for the retreat. Mainly trying to come up with things for our Saturday morning momentum, just like trying to think of titles and things like that. And I don't know, it's fun. The planning part of anything for me is fun. I think I enjoy planning more than executing.
100%. 100%.
I just think it's so much fun. Jamie said, that's great, Laurie. Reminds me that I made it to BookTube via scrapbooking. Laurie and I were at the same virtual crop, and I was introduced to her channel. The rest, as they say, is history. That is amazing. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah, so that is, and I mean, Jamie's really good at creating a lot of stuff. Her cards are beautiful. She made a really beautiful card for me for Halloween. I don't know if I showed it on Wednesday, but what's cool about it is it has creative prompts on it. So I'll make myself bigger so y'all can see it. But look at it.
Cool.
And so if you notice there, the writing, the little different things, it's way for you to do some creative writing, make a story or whatever around it. And Jamie was like, how do you like that guy's hairdo? I think he's looking quite dapper myself. But I just love it because, it pops up. And then also too, Eleanor made hers was kind of like that too, where she popped out her stuff.
Oh, nice.
I'm just like, it's amazing to me. I mean, they're so talented, but I don't know if you can see how it pops up. You can't really tell, but just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, it was
Maybe
nice.
By this time next year, I'll be better at this than I am now.
Well, I mean, like anything, you just have to get back into it. And that's one of the things for me with scrapbooking is I got into that mosaic moments die cuts, and I have the basics, but the lady did something to where you were in a club for so many months and you got all these special dies, and I haven't done anything with them because they are so intimidating. You have to be very diligent in what pictures you're using and how you want to, spread it out, because the way you cut it cuts into a pattern. But when you look at these patterns and these scrapbook pages, I came upon it on Pinterest. I'm like, this is so amazing. How do they get this to look like this? Well, it's because it's a die cut system that allows you to do that. Well, I need to do that. That should be one of my goals, is to try to make some scrapbook layouts, using some of the newer, instead of just doing rectangles and squares, because I got that down pat. I can tell you. Let's see where I left off. Okay, Lee, how did Lee told us what she did?
Oh, yeah, and I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Stormy said, if you're okay with lots of science talk, the first 30% was a bit boring. I am 50% in and no dino attacks yet. So kind of bummed, though it has picked up a bit. I don't mind so much the science stuff if, it's in science stuff. But I mean, if it's boring, then that's a little bit different. I'm trying to think what it was that I read that had like more technical stuff in it. And it wasn't too bad because it kind of lent to whatever I was learning. I mean, that was setting it up. Something I just recently read. I don't know. Maybe it was in the Haunted Histories or something like that. I don't know. If I was reading it with my eyes, probably would have bailed. The science stuff bores me. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. And Eleanor says, I have to confess that my Halloween card was from a kit, just assemble and glue. Well, it was a very beautiful kit.
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. It's still beautiful. It really is. And then one of the cards that I received, the person actually created their envelope to put their card in, which I thought was amazing. Because at first when I got it, I was like, because she had more postage, and I'm like, this is so odd. I wonder why she had to put more postage on it. And then I realized it wasn't a regular envelope, and it was pretty cool how that came out as well.
My sister does that, and you know what she uses is old calendars with the photo, the pictures on them and whatever they are, not pictures, but designs. She just does that, and then she cuts it some way, and and then she tapes them. Like I can't ever get into them without tearing, because she's taped them like they're, there's $1 million in there, which actually she usually does send cash. So maybe that's why she does.
Yeah, I feel sorry for anybody that ever gets a package from me, because they really do need scissors and all kinds of other stuff, because I tape it so much.
Yeah,
because I don't want anything, because they don't treat packages nicely at the post office and stuff. And I don't want it to get lost, but I can imagine the weight of the package is probably more because of the amount of tape that I use. But I'm just like, I want to make sure that it doesn't get lost, because I've actually received packages that are like damaged or whatever. So Mindy said, for the rest of today, I need to do laundry, reorganize my Halloween decorations, boxes, and put them away, vacuum, and edit a video. That sounds very productive. It's still beautiful, Eleanor. I agree, Jamie. I agree. And for the rest of the week, I need to do more cleaning and organizing projects, and I need to film and edit my mid-month wrap-up. You're going to be very busy. Well, I mean, I say the same thing, Eleanor. I think that, it doesn't matter if it's a kit or not. To me, it still came out beautiful, and I love it. Love it a lot. Okay, so what are your intentions for this week, Laurie? What are you planning on doing?
Well, I have no certainty around this, but I would say that I'm going to embrace this reset into this paper crafting space. I'm going to work on my goals, both reading goals, and I'm going to have some personal goals this year too. I'd like to work on my book journal, because I just can't seem to get the momentum on that. So I may work on that next week. And other than that, I need to clean too, but I don't like to put that on my intention. So I'm not sure yet. I'll have to finalize later, but I'm definitely going to do some creative stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like
I need to get back to my buddy read with Jane. we're reading What's Next about the West Wing and the show and how all the actors, and I am horribly behind. When you said that earlier, I was like, yeah, that's what I got to do this week.
I know, I feel bad. I mean, I don't know where Alex is at because we haven't touched base or whatever, but I know she had started it before I sent out our schedule, and she was like 50 pages ahead. I'm like, even if she didn't do anything, she's still ahead of me. Because she's 50 pages in, but I know I feel bad about it. And it's not that it's not interesting, because it's very good. It's just, you know, I'm trying to balance all the stuff and then life too, you know? So it's like, and I'm reading it with my eyeballs. And that's very important with that book. I have to read it with my eyeballs. I cannot listen to the audio with it because the world building is so complicated to me that I have to focus. And I also want to use my concordance to figure out what certain words mean, because it's a different language. It's not like just contemporary language. So I have to pay attention to that. What about you, Jen? What's on your agenda for this week?
I need to finish reading my physical book, Blood on Her Tongue by Johanna Van Veen. It's my Literary Love Book Club pick for November, so I need to finish it and kind of put out some questions and get ready for the live show, decide if I'm going to do a co-host or if I'm just going to do it myself because everybody's so busy this time of year, but I need to finish and make that decision. Then I'm going to go ahead and start trying to budget some for Christmas gifts this year. And it seemed like there was, teaching, which I usually do, but this week is kind of a special week because it's the last meeting for both my post-semester class and my mythology class. So we do trivia and I do like puns and we have memes. And then it's optional to like bring snacks related to the topic. Of course, we can't literally share them with each other because we're virtual. So I need to decide what, if I'm going to do snacks for myself for both the mythology and the Poe class because they're back to back. And if I am, which ones am I going to do? That kind of stuff.
That sounds fun, though. I like it. Thematic snacks. That's fun. Yes. What about you, Liz? What's on your agenda for the week?
I think I'm going to continue to prioritize peace. I don't know what that looks like yet. I know I'll definitely be reading some books. The West Wing is in rotation. It's funny. My cousin's doing a rewatch of the show. So as soon as I found out about the book, I texted her and was like, we got to do this. So that's on the agenda. I've also been watching Storm Reed's videos on the case of the counterfeit eye, Perry Mason book. So it's made me want to revisit my Perry Mason collection.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she is a big Perry Mason fan.
Yeah. And I have them sitting there and I go in and out of the series, but I think I want to go in, maybe do a puzzle. So I don't know. I'm still working out the details, but nothing important.
I'm sure, but no, I mean, I think it is important because all of the things that you were doing are like a form of self-care and a form of enrichment that's kind of adding to your life to kind of, in a way, kind of balance your work-life balance. It's like giving you work-life balance because your job can be quite stressful. And so when you come home, it's not like you have something stressful that you have to get to. And also considering that for 8 years, you worked on your PhD and that consumed your life for a long time. So the fact that you actually can come home and take a breath and just be present, I think that must be amazing.
It is. I've deliberately cut a lot of things out of my life this year. In particular, I would say like the last 3 months. And yes, I prioritize peace. That's what I recommend to people.
Yeah, well, I love it. I love when you post your intentions in Discord because it just seems so, it's like you've simplified. It's weird. It's like you simplified the activities, but it's made your life fuller, if that makes any sense. And I like that. I like that you're going back to like a simpler time, doing the puzzles and just taking your time and not being bombarded with all the outside stuff. So I love it. I love it. Yeah. I'm kind of jelly of it myself. How about you, Lee? What are you up to?
I'm going to try to catch up on all my reading. I'm going to my FiOS deal, like with you have Max and Netflix, that's about to end. So I have to figure out what my new deal is going to be.
Okay.
And daily self-care.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Very big goal. My week, my intentions, I have an appointment on Monday and an appointment on Wednesday. And then I'll be volunteering at the Friends of the Library store because they're having their book sale. So I'll volunteer Friday morning. Tuesday is all about my scrapbook room. I'll see how far I get. Thursday is all about my going into those totes, those bins that I have all of Shelley's books in. So like I have nothing else scheduled except for my morning pages and my walk. So fingers crossed nothing comes up. And then this is the week. I was going to try to strength train prior and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. I originally put this week to do it. So Tuesday and Thursday, whether I do it in the morning or the afternoon, I haven't decided on that, but I have strength training 2 times for the week. So very excited to have that on my list. And of course, you know, I need to do my buddy reads. I have 2, the one with the Beaumont group, and then I got to get back to the one with Alex. So Denise says she needs to organize her craft supplies. Now, Denise has been decluttering and organizing for quite a, good bit of time. And she's been making a lot of progress. Very excited for her because I can't wait to clear the decks in my house. Alicia said, my intentions for this weekend are reading, relaxing, and a trip to IKEA for shelves to display the Fast and Furious cars. I'm assuming that's what it is, Fast and Furious. Those are Lego, aren't they, Alicia? And Jamie said, I start my new position tomorrow. So my plan for today is to run errands, make chili, clean my desk, work on some cross stitch, and hopefully work on my book journal. Sounds fun. Really fun. And Stormy said, Perry Mason. Angelical said, for this weekend, I want to clean upstairs, finish my other book club book, Air by Saba Tahiti. And my mom and I will each do a coloring page to upload for a contest. Fun. I love that. And Alicia said, yes, Fast and Furious cars. And these are die-cast versions of the cars from the movies. Oh, gotcha. She does a lot of Legos. So that's why I was wondering about the Legos. I love Legos. And y'all, I saw on Facebook, you know how you get ads? There is a Lego of a black and white cat, and it looks huge. It looks like it's like this big or whatever, but it's so expensive. I'm like, I could just see myself telling my husband, I'd like to buy this $89 Lego. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? But it looks so cool. It reminds me of my cat Mindy that I had, who I absolutely adored. And I'm like, I would love that cat. But I think Target is doing some kind of a thing on certain Lego kits. But with my luck, it won't be among them. Lego is just expensive, and I get it. I get why. It's very intricate, some of the things that they do. I mean, I will admit. Alicia says, I do have a few Lego versions, though. Yes, the Tuxedo Cat. That's what it's called. Y'all, if y'all love cats, especially tuxedo cats, I would just say check it out and look at it.
My prayer is a tuxedo cat, so I can't even do Lego very well. I went to a summer ween party and we could do Legos, and there was a Frankenstein and a Dracula, and I was like, well, I need to make both. They're the little mini Legos. I'm like, because I got a Dracula shelf and a Frankenstein shelf. So I was trying to make it, and then my best friend's husband had to come over there because he's like an expert with Lego. And I was like, Michael, will you just do this? I could do a couple of pieces, and then I was like, I can't be. I'm like, so he had to do it for me. So I don't think it would even make sense. I would have to get somebody else to put the cat together.
Right. I mean, they're very cool. Andrew got the SpongeBob pineapple. He had that when he was younger, and I'm like, how it turned into a pineapple was amazing to me. And then he had some Star Wars ones that made like the aircrafts or whatever in the Star Wars. They're supposed to be making a Lego of the X-Files, and I do think I would splurge on that because I absolutely adore the X-Files, and I would love also The Office, but that one's kind of pricey too. If I think those two, I would love to have that. I mean, I am a grown-ass woman, but I just would love it.
My son does them all the time. In fact, I think he's done the Star Wars ones. I know he's done something like that. They all do them. Well, I don't think Mary does them, but the kids do them too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think they're amazing. Alicia said, yes, Target. He is on sale right now, $80.99, about 1,710 pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would probably take me 4 years to do it. I would probably have to call Andrew and be crying to him, please come help me make a tuxedo cat.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen that cat. It's gorgeous. I know. It reminds me of my Mindy. I mean, I'm grown and I love me some Lego. I know, Alicia, but you're younger than I am. The botanical Legos are beautiful too. Yes, I've seen those.
My daughter's done several of those, and they really are. They're so pretty.
They are pretty. I see those all the time when I go into the store. But like I said, they're expensive, so it's like I don't know. Maybe I need to put some money aside, like mad money, in a envelope. No way, just do a little at a time. You got this. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. It would be definitely something I would never video because I would have to do it on like not even 2 times speed. It would have to be on like 400 speed because it would take me forever.
Mine would have to be censored because of what I would say while I was trying to fit all the little things together.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, that is the end of episode 33 of our Saturday Morning Momentum. Stormy said, I would almost be tempted to get the X-File Legos. Yeah. And I'm excited, Stormy. I know you like X-Files too. One of the ladies at the Friends of the Library store had told me she had picked up a X-Files novelization, and I thought it was part of a series that I was collecting that people have been gifting me for. Come to find out, it's like a YA series. So it's another totally different series I had never known came out. So I'm very excited, even though it is number 16. But the way these work, I think they're very connected to the episodes. So it's not like you have to necessarily read them in any kind of order. It's like a snapshot of probably one of their monsters or something. Thank you, Jen. You have a great week as well. And thank you, Jamie, for being here. Have a great weekend yourself. I hope you get everything done. Thank you so much, Denise. Enjoy your weekend as well. Thank you so much, Livia, for being here. She loves the botanical Legos, and I hope that you get all of your editing done like you anticipated. Thanks for being here, Eleanor. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, Alicia. I appreciate you being here. And hopefully, if you're having sprints tomorrow, I'll be able to catch them in the morning so I can get some stuff done. Have a great week, Livia. And you take care of yourself also, Alicia. That being said, thanks everyone for being here. If you watch on the replay, please let us know what you got up to. We'd love to hear. And anybody that needs sprints in the morning, check out Alicia. Alicia, if you can do it really quick, put your link in there. She is at 10 o'clock Central Time, and she goes for a couple of hours. So bye, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Put that link in, Alicia, if you can quickly. Bye.